Welcome back to the Marvel Snapcast podcast. I'm your host, Ken, a.k.a. the SuperTechGod, the gentleman with every variant in the game.
Every variant? Close.
Ooh,
almost.
every variant. That's right. You guys are real close. Of course, I'm here, as always, with the co-host, the one and only Mr. Epic Sax Man himself. It's Guest Gaming. And we got our guest that is always here with us right before a special occasion. The one, the only, Gunny T, where the T stands for Tigers. Gunny, welcome on in, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Fantastic.
Tigers?
To rock and roll.
Yes. Gunny Tiger. That's a wonderful name. That's his comic book name. I'm going to make the comic book with Gunny Tiger.
Gunny Tiger. Is he great also? Like,
He's
hell, man.
great. Exactly. Come on. We all know what a T stands for. We know it stands for tournaments.
I'm doing fantastic. I tell you what, we've been doing, we're going on number 5 Golden Gauntlet now, and things are starting to really hit the stride now. We have a wonderful team that is just rolling for us. I mean, they're making our job so much easier. Not only that, the players, we're starting to really get to the self-licking ice cream cone phase where the players are taking care of each other. Someone will ask a question before even a mod can even answer. Someone's already, given them the answer.
I'm sorry.
It's just such a great community. Everything's really going well.
What did you say about ice cream?
Self-licking ice cream
Self-licking.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, no, I heard it too. Just want to make sure. I heard it before.
Never heard of the self-licking ice cream
Yes,
cone?
of course.
I've even heard that one.
Yeah, come on. I heard of it before. I just wanted to hear it again. Thank you very much. All right, Gunny, continue, please.
Whatever floats your boat.
Thank you very much.
Just talk about how smooth I feel like things are going. I'm really excited for this tournament. Each one of these we do as well. The players are getting the tournament logistics down better. So they're helping their opponents out if there's issues. It's going well. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm really hoping that the more of these go, the more people will be familiar with it. And because it really breaks my heart every time somebody has an issue that causes them to get a game loss or something, because it's really avoidable, but at the same time, sometimes not, right? There's a lot of information. Sometimes it's a little difficult. I can only point to the FAQ so many times.
Agreed. But we're going to dive more into it, but I totally agree with you. This has been a phenomenal GG setup, rollout so far. Like you said, everybody's been doing their thing. And again, because it's been the 5th one overall, I think finally we're there. But before we kick into that more, let's go ahead and talk about some of the awesome things that happened this season. And that's kicking things off with the one and only new start of the season, the Zombie Horde season. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking things off with Zombie Scarlet Witch. She is a 3/2. After you play a card here, Horde +2. All right, so you guys finally see the Horde mechanics. I know we had questions about it before. I think we did explain it correctly the way we wanted to, and we got it to that point, and it actually does do that. It puts a Horde somewhere random and give it +2 power. Now, this Season Pass card is cool. It's fun. I am enjoying it. I thought it was going to be way OP when I saw the demo, and we spoke about it last week, but after playing with it for under 24 hours, I see that it is a decent Season Pass card. It's something different, something new to go ahead with the whole vibe of the zombie and the Halloween theme. So I really like it. I think it's fun. For me, I have to give it a gold out of anything else. Gunny, you're our guest here. What do you think about Zombie Scarlet Witch?
So I'm not as high on Zombie Scarlet Witch yet. She really gives me Elsa Bloodstone vibes, because you kind of about the same power output, whatnot, playing into that lane, being very specific. I don't think she's there yet. I don't think gold yet. I think there's definitely potential for gold, and I do think it'll get there. But I think right now I'm looking at like double silver, because I don't think the power output for Zombie Scarlet Witch is to the point where it's really able to shine.
Okay, that's fair. So double silver for you. Understood. Guess, how do you feel about Zombie Scarlet Witch?
With potential, though. I really do think once we get more Horde stuff.
More Horde, I believe that.
Yeah, I'm basically in the exact same boat right now, because it's so unfortunate that they're going to launch a new mechanic and not give us enough pieces day one to play with the mechanic properly. It feels like, because I don't know about you, but me and several others all got the phone notification to go play with Zombie Scarlet Witch and Headpool and Zombie Sentry. So it was wrong. And Zombie Sentry actually interacts with the Horde mechanic. So it made me think maybe there was a game plan where they were going to release 3 Horde-focused cards week 1 and then opted not to. And I really, 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 really would have preferred that because it's just underwhelming. It's incredibly underwhelming. It is a card that needs at least 3, probably 4 of the Horde mechanic cards to organically make it all work. Because right now we're kind of backdoor hoarding with things like Prodigy and Bounce and just, you know, Grandmaster things in and out and try to get the double giant man to happen. And we're trying. And I feel like we're just jumping through too many hoops for this card to be good. So it's right now just a gold. It's only that because it will be better over time. This is different than Symbiote Spider-Man, where that synergized with on reveals. You know, so we had
in the very
hundreds
beginning
of those already in the
reveals,
game. There wasn't an issue. This is okay. You want this? Here you go. But it's like playing ping pong with one paddle.
Interesting.
I was just thinking about that as you were talking, that this kind of reminds me a lot of when Activate started. So obviously Symbiote Spider-Man had the on reveal stuff, but like the rest of the Activate mechanics was just kind of falling a bit flat. But now if you look at our meta, the Activate is a huge part of it.
Yeah, I agree. But I think outside of just Horde mechanics and Horde other cards that work with Horde, what type of deck style do you think she's best in right now? Do you think Destroy? Do you think anything else? Like, what kind of decks outside of what's coming in the future do you think Zombie Scarlet Witch is great in?
That's a good question.
Right now, this week?
Yeah, right now. As of right now. I stumped the guests. Both the guests
maybe?
are still Bounce. Not even Destroy. Okay.
No, like it's just no. It's too much for too little right now.
Interesting. Okay, what about you, Gunny?
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard of some players playing with Dormammu with Zombie Scarlet Witch.
I like that.
Sounds a bit interesting.
I like that. Okay, all right. So there we go. We got some.
Because you want to play spells in her location. That makes a really great thing to do, right? But a lot of the spells, like Merlin would be the best spell activator, but you're shuffling her away or polymorphing her. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
But the Dormammu spells, those are pretty good. And you don't care about destroying her in the last turn.
No, because Dormammu's popping out. So that's perfect. All right, so there we go.
So you make a big horde in another location, then you use Dormammu on her location.
And there you go. Voila. So outside of Kitty Pryde, we got the spells with Dormammu, maybe some Aguamato stuff going on. Nonetheless, guys, try it out. See how it feels. I do believe she is a gold. She will get better with time, but I just wanted to know what other lists I think would be best for her for the time being. And then we go on to the next card that came out alongside with her and had one of the amazing variants out there by Ivan. Shout out to Ivan, the artist, is Headpool. Now, Headpool is a 1/1. When this is destroyed, return it to your hand, then give all the cards in your hand +1 power. Now, this is fun. This is cool. This definitely lives in a Destroy deck, a Destroy world. I've had a blast with it so far. Sorry to say, this is higher than Zombie Scarlet Witch for me. I'm giving this a double gold. Gunny, how do you feel about Headpool?
I've been actually playing a lot of Destroy with Headpool, and I really like it. I would have to go double gold as well. Not quite platinum level.
No, but definitely double gold.
What I really enjoy about Headpool is that it kind of gives the deck a little bit more redundancy. So in my list, I took out, kind of a top end card. So I took out Arnim Zola, which is obviously like if you Arnim Zola, you can win all kinds of games you probably couldn't.
Yeah, we know.
But it requires a very specific setup. What I've found from Headpool is in Destroy decks, you either kind of pop off or you don't sometimes. But Headpool's kind of floored that out a little bit for me and allowed me to kind of squeak my way through some games by just adding quite a bit of power. I've had, cards that get, +4 or 5 power even throughout the game. I guess not 5, probably 4.
All right. That's not bad. Okay, so double gold. I'm with you. Guess, how do you feel about Headpool?
I agree. I think that right now, week one, this is a better card than Zombie Scarlet Witch. And that's really sad because we're all excited about the new mechanic. And here we are playing Destroy. And we're playing Discard. And we're playing Dat Card.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're just kind of like... I didn't know if this card was going to be good. I thought it was an interesting mechanic, but I didn't really truly feel the compounding of what this card did until I went back to, like, I tried a couple of different lists. I tried Dormammu, I tried Classic Destroy, I tried Morgan Le Fay, and then when I went back to Classic Destroy, and I went with a Moira X Angel style Destroy deck, this then all of a sudden became incredibly good. It really started to pop off there, so much so that I actually removed Nico Minoru and did really well. So that was really surprising to me. Like, I'm going to try the deck again, actually without Deadpool, and just try with Nico and Headpool and have it be a Headpool-focused deck, rather than looking for that extra mechanic with Deadpool. Like, there's so many interesting things that happen with Destroy because of this card, and it reinvigorates the archetype to push it back into the competitive spotlight. I expect to see more of this card than I expect to see in Zombie Scarlet Witch in the Golden Gauntlet, if we let this card participate in the Golden Gauntlet, because there is a pending issue with the card if you're getting the card for any game. I mean, for any match right now, whether you're going into Conquest or you're going into Ladder. We haven't heard anything back from Second Dinner yet, but we are looking to see what's going to happen with this card, because there is a breakable combination with it that causes game crashes, specifically with Clea. So we don't know what we're going to do yet, but hopefully by the time you hear this podcast, there will be a ruling in regards to what we're doing with Headpool, or is it just Headpool plus Clea that we decide to remove? Like, I'm not 100% sure yet, but Second Dinner's aware. We've submitted to them. We're just hoping to hear something about it soon. So if you're looking to do a Clea deck with Headpool, don't. But in the future, you're going to want to, because that was really, like, that's a really good combination.
That just makes sense, right? So I totally get that.
I'm just thinking, like, if you went to a Headpool focus, you could even run something like Sabretooth, which doesn't really see play. Like,
yeah.
Hand, pumping it up, destroying it again.
Yeah. Agreed. Totally agree with that.
Yep.
All right. On to the next set of cards that came out this week. We have, of course, what do you guys want to call this? Should we call it Colonial America?
No. You're going first. No.
Or do we call it...
You are trying it first.
I did try the card out first. What are you talking about?
The
Colonel America? I know it's Colonel America. That's why I cracked jokes and said, you guys want to call it Colonial. Jeez Louise. Oh my goodness.
I'm so proud of you.
So, yes, thank you very much. So, but I said that last week too, but nonetheless, Colonial America is an ongoing 3/3. Bless you. See, the truth has been set free. 3/3 ongoing. Your other cards here have +1 power for each turn you discarded a card. Honestly, this is the most fun I had with the new cards this season, and I'm straight out giving this card a platinum. This card is amazingly fun, especially playing it with discard, and of course playing it with, discard. This card has been some of the best I've had, much fun I had this season, and of course this is the card that helped me climb from 73 to 77. So for me, I'm giving Colonel America a platinum rating. Gunny, how do you feel about it?
I've played it against a couple times, and in my experience from when I played against it, it was maybe a gold. Did really, really good at making one really big lane that I knew about from the beginning. So it almost had like an Iron Man effect, but I knew about it from the beginning. And I guess what I really mean there is, like, and discard it's so hard, because if you leave it in your hand, you have the potential to discard it. But if you can hold it till the end, then it will have like an Iron Man type effect, just completely winning you a lane. But yeah, like the two times I saw it on ladder, like, I knew which lane it was, and I just completely avoided that lane whatsoever, and then they weren't able to come over the top on the other two lanes.
Have you tried it like classic discard with like Invisible Woman? Hide it behind there and have some fun? At all? Okay. Okay. Yeah. I have a blast with this card, but continue. All right. So were you giving it a gold?
Yeah, I think it's, for me, gold.
All right.
Because I haven't seen the platinum potential yet.
Okay. Guess. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I got a list for your platinum potential because this is definitely a platinum card.
Yes, indeed.
I was testing a deck that was created by Naka, and it was running this as well as the Series
Naka.
4 discard Zombie Power Man, and it's the most consistent discard deck I've played in a while, like a while. It runs Khonshu and Agatha and Helicarrier, and it was stupid consistent. Like it was an autopilot style deck. By turn 4, if you had anything ahead of speed, you were just like automatically snapping. I went from 91 to 95 with the list today. Wow. It was a very consistent deck. We'll bring it up on the podcast a little later on. I'm going to highly recommend it. It took Naka to Infinite, and it's probably going to take me to Infinite as well, just because it's a great autopilot deck. This card, Colonel America, in several different shells. I felt it in the Hela shell, and I felt it in this shell more so, where it kind of what you were, Gunny, you were talking earlier about what Headpool kind of leveling out what the combos want to do. Colonel America is very much that type of card where it's less
Colonial.
On the, like, screw you, a little bit less on the balanced side of that lane, where sure, ideally you're trying to drop this down on turn 6 up and hold it as long as possible. But if you don't and you have to drop it early, okay, sure, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. If anything, you're announcing your contestation of that lane very early on, so a lot of people just give up on it early too. I think that Colonel America is a must-have if you're a discard player. I'm going to highly recommend it. It's definitely a platinum. Ken Colonel, for the love
Colonial
of America.
Yes. So, yeah, I agree. I think Not My Don sent me a list with this and Helicarrier too, which is pretty cool. But no, yes, definitely a platinum card. Big fan of it. The most fun I've had so far this season. Then we go on to Zombie Mr. Fantastic. Wait.
No.
Did Zombie Mr. Fantastic come out? No, he did not.
No, we go to the Series 4 now.
Yeah, sorry. Giant Man. Yeah. About to say, wait a minute. Yeah. All right. So we have, of course, Zombie Giant Man, which is on reveal, Horde +1. Then this gains a power equal to the Zombie Horde. This card definitely goes with Scarlet Witch. I've seen this card get nice and chunky. I did like playing this card with, of course, Zombie Scarlet Witch. So for me, I'm going to have to give this card also a gold. It does get big, pause, when it needs to. But again, we're trying too much, I feel, with this list. Trying to use things like Absman behind it or even Grandmaster behind it. It does get to big numbers. Nonetheless, I give this a gold. Gunny, how do you feel about Zombie Giant Man?
So I think, again, this one has the potential to grow. I think this was released at the wrong time. I think this should have been one of the last releases they gave. Because the payoff is for making all of your giant horde stuff, right? So with it being the last release, it would have been awesome because like you're going to get this final payoff card for making all of your hordes. Right now, it's coming up a little bit flat for me because the hordes just aren't big enough, right? You're doing too much work to get, you know, that payoff. And I can see that, right? So right now it feels so mediocre, but in testing, they may have seen this thing get really big. Right now I want to see this thing be like a 5/5 or even a 5/6 to get to the power where I want to play a 5-cost card, and I'm not getting that, right? But I do think by the end of the season, Zombie Giant Man has real potential to be that payoff card at the end.
Guess, how do you feel about it?
I specifically do like it being a 5-cost, especially if you're playing Kitty Pride or something in that deck, right? It being able to drop a Kitty down on your Zombie Scarlet Witch and drop your Giant Man on the last turn.
On turn 6.
It's a pretty sweet. I'm glad it's 5 and not 6.
Agreed. Guess, how do you feel about Zombie Giant Man?
I think we will not appreciate this card until the end of the month. I think it gives me very much Gilgamesh vibes. Where it's basically the same kind of play line of what you're ending to do on turn 5 and 6. And when Gilgamesh first released, it was very underwhelming, and then they buffed it. the equivalent of what's going to happen with Zombie Giant Man is all of the other Horde cards will come out, and that'll be his buff. And when that happens, this will easily become a 5/15 without even trying. So that's what I'm excited to see. If you did invest in Zombie Scarlet Witch and all of these Horde cards this season, you are going to want Zombie Giant Man, in my opinion, because you have the other cards, like what you said, how we're currently getting Zombie Giant Man to hit decent, not even great, but just decent numbers with Abs Man, to get him to go a second time and add on this thing. And it's kind of works, with Grandmaster, and it works. It's cheeky, it's fun, but it's not a winning play line. It's just one of those you happen to win with that play line if you can
pull it off.
Difference. Yeah.
Agreed. All right, and then, of course, to wrap things up, we have Zombie Power Man. Now, this is an end-of-turn card. If you're winning here, discard the leftmost card from your hand. So, again, this is with Agatha as well. Pretty good card. 2/4, phenomenal stats. I'm definitely giving this card a double gold. I had a good time with it, again, in a discard deck with the other card that was getting love from discard with Colonial America, Zombie Power Man, Agatha, those 3 cards in the deck alongside anything else you want to put in there, Ghost Rider, Hela, etc. I've had a blast with. Again, I got to give this a double gold. So Zombie Power Man, double gold for me. Gunny, how you feel about Zombie Power Man?
I think it does what it wants to do really well. Like, if you want to guarantee you're winning a lane, just play this with your Colonel America. Like, we already talked about how I wasn't contesting that lane at all. They were able to discard every single turn. So if that's what you're aiming to do, it's doing that. I would have to give a double gold as well, especially for that archetype, what you want to do. It's doing the thing it's meant to do.
Yes, to do. Yeah, agreed.
And on top of that, too, a lot of discard cards are overstated, right? Look at Swordmaster and things like that. I don't know if you're using Swordmaster in that deck, but just a lot of the cards are kind of overstated, which will help you win those lanes.
Agreed. Guess, how do you feel about Zombie Power Man?
If you play discard, you need this card also. I think both cards for discard this week are must-haves for discard players. Colonel America and Zombie Power Man work incredibly well together, and they just literally feed each other's, chaos. Literally, in every capacity. I think that if you're building a deck that is, you never feel bad about the card that you discard, this is that card. This is that deck. And Khonshu loves that kind of stuff. Agatha loves that, obviously, because it's the leftmost card. I mean, this is just an incredibly solid addition to creating that consistency, which is why I think they definitely they had to have nerfed Agatha, because this card was about to make that even more consistent. So
even more. Yes, agreed.
And enthralled being with 2/4 by itself is pretty
great stats.
Good stats, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Question for you: playing the deck, how many times were you finding yourself discarding something you didn't want to discard?
Very rarely.
Were you ever holding this because you had a Colonel America in the far left or anything? I guess you'd have Agatha.
No, because Agatha's there. Yeah.
In the very beginning, it was always Agatha.
It has to be with Agatha. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
It honestly didn't have to be. You could
it have to be.
But
and put something.
It just makes that first hit
Most
10
sense.
times better, more consistently.
Yeah. Because
Does it take Redshift's spot?
No,
you play
them together.
I mean, you can play, okay. It does take it, but you can't play it together. I see what your question is, because even the decks that I ran, I took out Redshift and put this in. So it all depends, but you could play them together. I mean, you can also play this with Hela and not have Agatha in it too, So I think, because in the Hela deck, you want to discard whatever's there except Hela, right? So now it's like, I'm not putting this on the board because Hela's here. You leave it at the very end to put it down so that it goes either before or after. So yeah, it all depends on how you want to play the list. And speaking of lists, we're going to go ahead and show off one of those right now, kicking things off with the one and only ItsGuestGaming list that he went and discovered by Naka, right? This is the Naka list right here. All right, let me show it on the screen for you guys.
Yeah. This list was just, I saw it on X and I was like, I have to try this. I see what they're trying to do here, and it's a safe idea more than anything else, because the play lines are just very smooth. For those who are on the audio side, here's the deck. It's Quinjet, Morbius, Collector, Redshift, Zombie Power Man, Colonel America, Gambit, Corvus Glaive, Ghost Rider, Khonshu, Helicarrier, Agatha. Now, Gambit is probably the 12th card in the deck. You could substitute that for either Lady Sif or Blade, and honestly, both work fine. But the magic of this was getting the Agatha to discard automatically, because you had two different ways that it would be discarded on turn 2 via Zombie Power Man or Redshift. So it was much more consistent. And the other two cards that are at 2 cost, Morbius and Collector, if they go down on turn 2, you really don't feel bad about it, because then go ahead into turn 3 and do what you got to do to try to discard Agatha. I'd say about more than 80% of my games, Agatha was gone no matter what by turn 3. It was very, very consistent. Then you've got Ghost Rider and Khonshu to bring cards back. And I didn't realize this because I haven't played Khonshu a lot up until this list. I didn't realize that the other iterations of Quinjet, Khonshu are reduced with Quinjet, so they were 5 cost. So wow. Play them down, even if it's just a 5/8, reviving a 5/8, that's 2 5/8s. Okay. Especially if it's bringing back another card to discard, like it hits another Gambit, brings back Gambit as a 3/8, discards the Helicarrier, loads up your hand. It is just kind of a win-win type scenario here, as a small jet engine passes SuperTechGod in the background. And
you hear a jet?
I hear something.
Some kind of noise. Sounds like a fan.
I hear something.
Oh, okay. Might be the AC. Yeah, gotta continue.
It might be the AC, yeah. But either way, having Khonshu be a 5-cost card because Quinjet's on the board was incredibly valuable to then having the flexibility on turn 6 to doing whatever I wanted to do. Whether it was sometimes just simply playing out the Helicarrier, or I was having Corvus Glaive being able to get Khonshu down on turn 4 as a 4/8. That's even better. Like if you don't see the discard line ahead of you, just start reviving to get discards happening again. So it's really consistent. I'm gonna test this one without Gambit, because I'm not the biggest Gambit believer. Of course, Gambit does win you a game every now and then, but the consistency is what I look for more than anything else. So I'm gonna try it with Black Knight. I'm gonna try it with Blade. I'm gonna try it with Lady Sif. See which one of those kind of feels best in this list. But the list did feel as one of the better lists that I would say is probably a decent, like, competitive list, because it has Helicarrier. It has that variance in there built in organically. So I really enjoy what this list brought to the table. Naka did a great job with it. I ran a 68% win rate, I want to say, with the deck. 67% win rate. I went 34 and 16. I averaged it was like 0.45 cubes a game, because I lost a couple of big 8 cubers, and they're going to happen on ladder. The RNG gets you. But yeah, very, very solid list. I invite everybody to try it if they can.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Definitely like it. Definitely going to try it out as well. Next, we have the list that I got from Bat Night. And this list right here is kind of similar to that one. This list was doing some fun stuff with it. Let's go ahead and pull it up for you guys to see it. And
is it discard also?
It is discard, yes, sir.
Isn't that sad that we're going into the Horde season and both of us are like, let's talk about these discard decks that were awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, but
it sucks
that's what it is.
That's the case. But
hey, as I said, the most fun, right? So this one doesn't have who's it? 3-5-5-3 Colonel America, right? This one doesn't have Colonel America with it. We have Black Knight, Zombie Power Man, Gambit, Corvus Glaive, Lady Sif, Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Blink, Hela, Agatha, Scar, and Death. Same kind of concept here. Of course, you want to try to get Agatha discarded nice and early, with Zombie Power Man down the field early. Of course, if not, you have Lady Sif, right? Most cases, Lady Sif is either going to hit one of these 3. You also have Blink to pull out Hela if need be. Corvus, yes, you take that chance. Gambit, why not? So turn 1, Black Knight. Turn 2, you want to get Zombie Power Man down, or you want to get Gambit out, whatever the case is. But you have enough energy to do what you need to do, as well as play Cosmic Ghost Rider to turn off those hordes, turn off those Scarlet Witches, etc. Then discard at will. You have your Ghost Riders, and if you need to blink out any of the 5 or 4 cost cards, well, the 5 cost cards, you can get lucky enough and pull out Hela. And Hela will bring back the madness. So this is how much fun I had with this list. Shout out to Bat Knight. I climbed mostly with the Zombie Power Man. We did switch out a few people and did put in, we did have Lady Sif. We did switch out and put without Agatha, sorry, in this list. Said, okay, no Agatha, let's go with Morgan Le Fay and Proxima and the Infinite and all that. And this was fun too. And this one had Colonial America. No, Colonel America. So either one, if you didn't get both, if you only got one or the other, you could try these 2 different lists. This one has Blade, I'm going to keep saying Colonial, messing myself up. Colonel America, Corvus, Lady Sif, Dracula, Ghost Rider, Morgan Le Fay, Proxima, Hela, the Infinite, Scar, and Death. So those are the 2 discard lists I had a blast with. I'm telling you guys, go ahead and try it out. But again, we do implore you guys to make some awesome Scarlet Witch decks and leave it down below in the comments for us to try out. Prove us wrong and let us know that Zombie Scarlet Witch is the truth, and she might be the one that takes the GG this weekend. And speaking of GGs, we want to go ahead and dive into that right now. So, as you guys may or may not know, Second Dinner and Game On has put on these amazing Golden Gauntlet events. Who's part of Game On, you ask? Well, these 3 wonderful gentlemen on the screen and one other named Models. Now, Models is in the back end doing all the IT tech stuff, making sure the the Discord server does what it does best, which is onboarding all the people in there, keeping everybody secure and communicating together, and also everything else in the back end that you guys do not see. Models is handling all that by himself. Then, of course, we have our wonderful group of mods and helpers. We got Destructive, White Wing Brady, and all the other members that I did not name right now, but you guys know who you are. Really appreciate Kingpin. Yep, there you go.
Cosmic Casual.
Yep. See, all those wonderful people we have with us. Thank you guys for all the work you've been doing, because again, this has been the smoothest thus far. Then, of course, we have our wonderful tournament master, the leader of it all, the head judge, Gunny T, and our production manager that makes it look real nice and pretty. When you guys see all those awesome casters coming on board, all the wonderful transitions, that's all the one and only It's Guest Gaming. Now, Gunny, question for you, buddy. You mentioned earlier how smooth this has been thus far. What do you think about the next tournament? Not the one that's happening this weekend, the next one after that. Do you think if this is a 90,
what's after Q3?
What is after? You know what's after Q3. Come on.
Is that Worlds?
That is Worlds. That's
right.
That
the Marvel Snap World Championship?
That is correct. So right. if this is a 99%,
You're such a cheesy fuck. Oh my god, I love you.
Come on, don't do that. If this was a 99% onboarding rate, what do you feel about the World Championship?
Like how smooth is it going to be?
Yes.
It's going to be so smooth. Every single person's already done it. It's going to be awesome.
That's perfect. That's
yeah. It's going to be great. Like I am absolutely looking forward to running a tournament where every single player has not only like joined and played a tournament, but done several rounds. Like every single person already knows exactly what to do. It's going to be amazing. It's my tournament dream.
Now, given that, what does someone need to do in this weekend's tournament to be a part of that flawless event happening in the World Championship match?
They just got to win an infinity border.
You guys understand what that means? No, you're absolutely right.
You got to go 5
games.
That's all you got to do. You just got to win 5 games.
Well, you can't say 5-1 because 5-1 you don't get an infinity border. Well, you go 5.
Well, you're right. Yeah. So I guess it's even easier.
So 5-1 or 1-5.
Yeah.
In a row afterwards. I
didn't even think about that, right? So it's even easier than winning an infinity border. An infinity border means you have to go undefeated 5 games in a row. This is a system where imagine how easy it would be to get an infinity border if you could take 1 loss in your climb. Like, how many times have you lost your infinity border on the last game?
Many times.
Like, what if you got another shot at that?
You know what? Second Dinner, if you guys are listening, I know you guys do, you should implement something like that. Pay some gold.
Yeah.
Get another.
So it's actually easier than winning an infinity border. Yes. This is it. It's fun. It's so much fun. I think it's easier than folks think. And I would like to implore anyone out there who just enjoys Marvel Snap to join these tournaments. It's really a blast that we have. The community we put together has been amazing.
I totally agree with that, Gunny. So before I move on to guest question, the next question on everybody's mind right now is, we know who won the first one. We know who won the second one. What lists do you think we're going to see take it all the way and become the champion of Q3? Because you were close on the last one. I hope you know that. You were close on the last one.
Yeah.
I guess you could jump into.
I don't want to say mine because it sounds dirty.
I'm sorry.
It sounds dirty.
We'll throw some soap at it. Just go ahead, say it.
Because I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be Joe Costa, but it will be.
Joe Costa.
Yeah.
Is going to win the matchup. It's going to be a
Joe Costa deck. It's just too
I don't
crazy.
think so. I don't think so. Joe Costa is like Victoria Hand last tournament. That was the one going in, and it did not happen. Victoria Hand did not win the tournament. So I don't think Joe Costa is going to win it. But I like your pick. Gunny, what you got for us?
So I think that Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to play a very important part, almost like Mobius did during our first tournament. I think there's going to be a lot of Cosmic Ghost Rider. That being said, I don't know if there's any Cosmic Ghost Rider decks that are strong enough to take it down. The closest we'd come to would be Arishem, which is always a strong contender. There will be Arishem in top 16. I'm going to make that announcement right now. Will Arishem take it down? I don't think so. I think something a little bit more consistent than Arishem will take it down, but I do think there will be enough Cosmic Ghost Rider because the Joe Costa stuff is going to be targeted so heavily that it's going to stunt the win rate of those decks. My pitch, man, I don't know. Well, maybe discard.
No,
again.
I love it. Listen, that's a good maybe.
Because that gets targeted. I'm trying to think of. I really think Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to play such a heavy role. So what
I agree with that.
Does not get punished by Cosmic Ghost Rider? Do we see bounce again or something? I don't know.
So I think the deck that's going to run the best Stardust deck, I think is going to take it.
Just like mid-range type stuff?
Yeah, because I think Stardust stops all the madness right now. Between the hordes, between the discard, trying to bring back with Conchu or even Hela, Stardust shuts all that down. It stops even the crazy Zola plays, any of that. So I think the best Stardust deck, I think, will take it this weekend.
I'm just going to say, I have to say something. I'm going to say Arishem. That's my, I think there will be Arishem in top 16.
God, I hope not.
I don't know.
You think Airshem's going to win it?
It's such a good
maybe
tournament deck.
Maybe
you know the snaps, right?
Wiccan, Arishem, Stardust,
and Kang.
Yeah.
Kang has been crazy in that
deck. Listen.
Yeah, the 37 version. My God, yeah.
Gunny, I'm with you because you put Stardust in there as well.
Specifically, and I was talking about this earlier on the player chat. I think Shang-Chi stocks have actually gone up. I know that sounds weird. But
it does sound
enough people are not playing Shang-Chi that it's almost a surprise when you get Shang-Chi, right? And what's a stronger play than like a surprise, I don't know, insert crazy Kang card here and a Shang-Chi on turn 6? I was playing Airship. I know it works. You get 8 cubes.
Okay. Airship, Joe Costa, Stardust. I want you guys in the comments to let us know what you think. Who do you think is going to win it this time? We had ongoing with Elektra and Spectrum in the first one.
Nope, we had Bounce. No. I'm thinking of just sorry.
You're thinking about
I'm thinking of Golden Gauntlets. Yeah,
it's all right, no problem. And then we had Discard in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Now the third one, like I said, I really believe it's more so a it could be Arishem, but anything with Stardust, Cosmic Ghost Rider, those 2 cards, I think, is going to shut down the entire tournament. But I do believe we will see Arishem top 16.
Thanos and Agamotto on my Arishem list, just so I can have a better chance of getting my Cosmic Ghost Riders.
No, I believe
Doesn't that mean you should just run a non-Arishem list then to have a
right
1
to have make
12
sure
to
you're
get
right
it?
to get your Cosmic Ghost Rider? That'd be even better.
So many great vibes in there. Legion scams, all kinds of stuff. Because I was playing that and Lady Sif. I was playing both.
Guys, do not listen to Gunny T. Gunny T wants you to come to. Don't do it. Don't bring Arishem to the tournament. Guess Joe Costa. What else is in that list with Joe Costa that you think is going to take it?
See, I'm leaning towards like it not being the conventional Invisible Woman first steps deck. I feel like there's some kind of Fantasticar build that might be something that people forget about.
Okay.
I think it could be something along those lines, but I think it's most likely, keyword, most likely Invisible Woman first steps, Jocasta Prodigy, that trio.
Okay. Here's a surprise too. I was thinking, I think that like Destroy might do pretty well.
It could now.
Sure can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really 100%. Do. I think it has legs. I don't know if it wins it, but I would not be surprised at all if we see a Destroy in top 16.
Destroy can do it. I mean, listen, ongoing discard Destroy. I mean, why not? Have all the tournament winners be classic style decks.
That'd be great.
That'll be flawless. Then the championship match will be Arishem is the world champion.
Like the worst thing that could happen. I'm sorry. No offense to whoever wins it with Arishem, but it's like the worst possible thing that could happen.
Listen, I just think
we
with
need
the Buff
like
Infinite,
ongoing to win again.
No. With the Buff Infinite campaign happening, hopefully by then Infinite will get buffed and you guys can win the world championship with an Infinite deck. How about that? That would be so much better.
I was having a lot of success with Clog. Now, Clog suffers because it is unable to get a lot of those big cube wins, so you're only really getting 2 cube wins, which makes it a very difficult tournament deck. But we had a Clog deck make it a top 16 last time, and the decks are so greedy right now. Clog is just eaten up. I tell you what, if Destroy is prevalent, that's going to suffer, but if not, Clog has a real chance. It really does.
You're right. The Clog deck that you made, I think I climbed it 2 seasons ago, so Clog is real strong. My only concern we go back to is...
I'm playing Shadow King in that deck. There's tons of cards with green power on them right now.
You're right. I just think Stardust is still a problem for that.
I think Shadow King is a big piece of that deck because that's one of the ways that you get your 8 cube victories.
Right, surprise. Especially with everything getting green now, too, especially with Zombie and everything else. So I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. So we don't want to see Arishem win the World Championship, but Q3, we okay with that. Q3, we think we have the Disc, we have Destroy, Jocasta, Stardust. You still think Arishem top 16. You think Shang-Chi stocks will go up. I think it won't. I think people would rather play Shadow King, but we'll find out. What is the biggest surprise overall you guys think we're going to see between the other lists you guys didn't mention? So you think we're going to see some bounce? We're going to see some move maybe? What do you guys think about those lists?
I think I keep struggling with the fact that everything we've said is focusing around Stardust and Cosmic Ghost Rider. I wonder what the play rate of Mobius is going to be. Because if the play rate of Mobius is low, we could see some cheat deck all of a sudden just like skyrocket and dominate because people stopped bringing Mobius. Because right now, Stardust has been more prevalent and more important. And it's been an either or situation for like the 2 tech slots in the deck. And for a while it was Mobius and Stardust. But going into the tournament, I think I agree that Cosmic Ghost Rider holds more value than Mobius. So if you're cutting Mobius from a bunch of decks, now what? What could cheat its way in that maybe didn't have a chance legitimately beforehand?
Pixie, Negative. Those 2 decks can go bananas.
Pixie I could see, because it has play lines outside of it. I don't think Negative's too inconsistent. I'm scared
of Negative because I think another card that may see quite a bit of play is going to be Enchantress. New Enchantress, 5/8. It's really good. There's a ton of good targets for it right now.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The problem is Enchantress is not good against the end of turn deck. It has really no targets. I mean, you could do their Stardust, but you're probably not playing Enchantress in a deck that cares about Stardust.
Right. So we'll see.
But that being said, if one of those other decks do really well, like there's a lot of good targets for Enchantress too. I mean, think about the discard we just talked about with Carnal America. You have Move, right, hitting the what's the 2/1 brain farting, Madam Web.
Madam Web, yeah.
Hitting Madam Web could be pretty dangerous.
We get some Move in there, that'd be pretty good. I totally agree with that.
Move would be great to see.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
So I would love to see some Warlock too.
What do you think about more the classic Move? So what's been hot on ladder right now is Move Tribunal, right? What about Big Move? Big Move could do really good.
Now that Eliath's back to normal, yeah, it could.
Right. Worried about Shadow King, but still, yes, it can. Especially different lanes.
Are we, though?
Not really. I think it gets bigger than them, so that's fine. But what about Warlock? No Mobius. What about Warlock? No Warlock decks? No. Think it's inconsistent, kind of like Mr. Negative.
Sadly. Yeah.
Fair enough.
We could possibly see a Pixie Small Boys deck, right? The one that runs the Agent Venom type stuff. That deck can put out power. And one of the great things about Pixie, if there's no Mobius, or if there's limited Mobius at least, is again with that snap equity, if you're going to be able to drop down, the big cards on the final turn and win or not.
Right.
And it gets to play. And it gets to play Cosmo main deck, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, Pixie might do it. No Mobius, I think Pixie will run, and most Pixie decks do run Mobius too. So we'll see how that goes.
That's true. They do.
All right, but nonetheless. Before we dive into the next topic, Golden Gauntlet is this weekend, October 11th, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have some phenomenal casters on the list. We have Pawnee Pun. We have Yipes. We have Gaming with Flash X, Husky Puppies, and as always, we got the KM Guests. So it's going to be a phenomenal time. We got a lot of energy bringing it early in the morning for you guys, Saturday morning. Think about Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. Grab your cereal, grab your glass of OJ, sit down in front of the TV or the computer, push that button, and get ready for an amazing day of Marvel Snap tournament style matches. Now,
yeah, man.
Talking about getting your popcorn ready and your Saturday morning cartoons, let's talk about new player experience. In 2025.
How is that a segue? Speaking of which, quote unquote, wait, what?
Yes. Yes, because new players, when you ready to watch a new cartoon Saturday morning, you gotta get a new experience. There's no more Saturday morning cartoons in 2025. So what's the new player experience in 2025 when it comes to Marvel Snap? And speaking of that, before you answer the question, my friend reached out to me today. He said, hey, I play a lot of Call of Duty. I'm real nice in Call of Duty. I want to play something new. And I know what? I saw something. I saw something on Instagram. And it was you in Marvel Snap. I'm going to download Marvel Snap today and get my Snap going. I said, you know what? I appreciate that. Make sure you do what you do. And when you're ready, go check out ItsGuestGaming on YouTube. He'll tell you how to get your new decks going. Pause.
Yeah.
So yes. New player experience 2025. And the truths versus the stigma we've grown to accustomed to. Guess I'm going to let you run with this.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about this while we try to get Gunny back, because unfortunately he's having some connection issues right now.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'll be back shortly.
I wanted to talk about how with the last couple of weeks, what I've started to notice is I've been really making, personally at least for my channel, a lot more content on focus towards evergreen, things that are not just here's the deck list of the moment. Here's, the top decks for this week. Here's the news on the OTA and my version of it. I wanted to create evergreen style Marvel Snap material that people can go back to if they've been playing for 3 years or if you're a brand new player. And some of it is a little bit more new player focused or returning player focused specifically. So I've been seeing a lot more conversation from the new players than I ever have before. I've been seeing players coming to the game or coming back to the game and asking questions, and I'm getting a very different understanding of the community from that perspective because of it. And one of the things that I think is relatively important to bring up is I think we are on the beginning of an uptick, and not just because of what I see on my own channel, but just in general. Like, I was lurking in Dara's stream, I was lurking in Dexter's stream this week, and I see questions of, hey, should I come back to the game? Or, hey, I'm thinking about re-downloading. Or, brand new, what can I build this? You know, like, I'm seeing these questions appear in chats, and people are intrigued by Marvel Snap. And it makes me incredibly sad to regularly see, and I'm not trying to target Dexter or Dara on this, because it's all of us, including myself, up until, honestly, probably 2 months ago, just having the same reflexive response of, you can't build this deck. You have no, it's going to take you too long to catch back up. If you want to play for fun, sure, go for it. But you want to be competitive, it takes too long. I don't think that that's the truth anymore. I really don't. I think that there is an actual uptick in Marvel Snap, and the new player experience because of it is being hampered a bit by us because we're so scarred from the past as creators, where we had a long time where that was the truth. But we have new tools, we have new mechanics, we have new game modes, we have new resources, we have constant changes and improvements regularly coming to the game, and not just like, okay, and here's an OTA, no, like legitimate actual ones, that I think it's interesting to open people's eyes and say, read the chats differently. And look at how many people are actually curious about the game. Because I think there's a lot more than people give it credit for. I think there's a lot of people coming to the game right now.
I agree. But speak for yourself, okay? When people come in my stream and ask me what they should play first, new players are returning as they get Sunspot and Infinite and Jessica Jones, put in a deck with armor, and you'll be good to go. I tell everybody the same thing every time, because that's the most fun. When I was playing Snap for the first time, that was the most fun deck I had, right? Sunspot, Jessica Jones, armor, Infinite. So there you go. And if you don't want to play that list, you can play Lady Sif Ghost Rider with Infinite. That's what I tell all new players to get them started. Nonetheless, I do agree. We do see a lot of people asking the question, and a lot of people saying, listen, the deck that I'm playing right now, there's no way you can play it. And I get that. But with the new changes coming to Marvel Snap, and the way that I think we should look at it is that if you're new or returning, whatever deck makes you have the most fun, that's what you try to build and try to play. That's how I look at it.
I saw one of your videos that came out recently, Guest, and it was decks for new players, and they were all Series 3 cards, correct?
Yeah, I had several that were focused on new player experiences specifically.
Yeah, and you played some of those decks, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and those decks' win rates are still, 58%, something like that, right? So you look at the top meta decks, maybe you're not getting to 63% or something, but really, if you understand the mechanics behind snapping and retreating, you can take those 58, 59% win rate decks made out of only Series 3 cards and climb and make it to Infinite. So those players asking if they should come back, they're going to have some cards. New players, they have access to good decks. Will you always be able to play the hot new thing that's on, your favorite content creators channel? No, not right out of the beginning, but you can absolutely play and succeed. And quicker than ever, you can actually become relevant. I really do believe that. I think that they're making leaps and strides to get more cards into players' hands, and they're still working on it. I don't think we've reached the end state of what that looks like, and I'm very excited. It's a great time to be a Snap player, I think.
I totally agree, 100%. It is fun. It is a good time, and I think that question goes back to, if you are concerned about the new cards out there, some of them aren't the best anyway, right? So just play what you like to play with. You will get there. You will see exactly what you like, and if it's worth your precious tokens or time to get those cards you think may be the best. So I really do agree. Best time to be a Snap player. And, of course, with tournaments like the Golden Gauntlet, where it's free to enter and a huge chance to win something major, which can get you all the cards you want, like 25K gold or 75K tokens, just for entering and playing in a tournament and winning 5 times. So for me, I think it's the best time to do it because we didn't have this before in the past. And also, if you guys are into Marvel Snap's art style, the cards, except the variants, this is absolutely the best time to do so, because if you buy the season pass on the web shop, you get a variant and a Series 5 pack.
That's
so for
crazy.
me, again,
value this
best
month
time.
was over the hill.
Bananas.
Like, is it like $150 value just on the cards?
Now, listen, if you don't have Zola,
Series 5 cards,
yes, and if you don't have Zola, you get Arn Zola right now for that with the other. Come on, you can't. And then again, the variants from the season pass, I'm telling you. So for me, I think this is the best time ever to either return back to the game or be a new player. And you have some amazing content creators out there that will help you. Come in their stream and ask. They will help you. So I think it's a great time to do so. And as well, if you're still on the fence, check out the Golden Gauntlet this weekend. See some of the matches. See how people are excited to play. See how people get hyped and excited. The crowd, everybody behind it. If that doesn't turn you around and say, hey, I want to come back and play, I don't know what else will.
I forgot to mention this, but have we announced it on the podcast what the top prize is for Worlds yet?
Yeah, we premiered it last week. We premiered the giant mega 75,000 tokens.
1,000 tokens. That's wild.
And 25,000 gold top prize for Worlds. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes.
Wildness.
Cool.
That's just perfect, actually. Again, free to enter. You have nothing to lose. So again, I wish I could do it. I said that already. I wish I could play. Guest told me I'd be busy. I'm like, well, that sucks, Guest.
I need you for judge calls. I'll yell at you again, Ken.
See,
I don't know what you were doing, man. Ken,
I told you I was trying to help. I was trying to help some. I told you people messaging me.
I don't care.
People messaging me
come in here,
on the side.
Get some judge calls.
I hear you. You're right. They message me on the side. Hey, I can't find this. I can't find that. I'm sorry. Matter of fact, yes. Let's talk about that right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you have issues, do not message me. Go ahead and put in a ticket. I'm serious because I am blocking all DMs on Saturday morning. All right. You have any issues, put in a ticket. If I got to treat you guys, I got to treat my clients. No ticket, no response. All right. Remember that. No ticket, no response. That's how we doing it.
I got to do it.
All right.
I got to do it.
Yes. Come on now. So now we're going to go ahead and look at some of the comments from our last episode. Before we do that, you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I have a pet project I want to throw at you. I'm gonna
all right, let's do it.
I'm gonna send it to you right now as a Discord DM.
Okay.
So earlier in the broadcast, somebody, I forget, it was like a combination of a couple of people in the live chat, was talking about Colonel America and the ideas that could come from what Colonel America can do, because he's an ongoing. So what happens if you start really leaning into the ongoing discard type thing? So in pieces throughout the entire broadcast, I was like, I wonder if I can like theory craft a new archetype hybrid while we're live the entire time. So I did. So I put together a discard ongoing deck.
Ooh.
And decided to see if it's gonna have any legs to it, because it's kind of fun, because reasons. So that's exactly what I did. Ken's taking a look at it right now going, why are you drinking and driving? But
let's share it on this screen.
But for the audio listeners, I don't even know what to call it, but this is where my brain went. It was Blade, Black Cat, Morbius, Mercury, Grandmaster, Captain Carter, Captain America, Colonel America, Swordmaster, Ghost Rider, Moonstone, and Spectrum. Now, what this is doing, because Ghost Rider's in here, is bringing stuff back repeatedly. And I wanted to try to build a deck that was going to have some easier discard lines, because even if it just discards 2. That's all it really needs to do. You get Black Cat to discard itself, and you get Blade or Swordmaster to discard something. Swordmaster, because it'll only hit odd cards, the only cards it can hit would be the 3-cost cards, which are the cards you would want to bring back anyway. Captain Carter, Captain America, and Colonel America. So Grandmaster's there to either hit Blade twice or to hit Swordmaster twice, or, even better, Ghost Rider twice. And it's just saying, Colonel America and Morbius, you can go ahead and scale. If not, that's fine. I've still got a Captain America, Captain Carter, Moonstone line that I can also mess with because Mercury allows me to move Moonstone. And then move it all around. Worst case scenario, Spectrum on the final turn. Scale it all up anyway. So yes, I sat here throughout the entire broadcast, because this was said, I think, within the first, 10 minutes when we were talking about Colonel America. And I was like, ooh, fun challenge. Because I was like, why not? Let's do something different here. Let's deck build privately, quietly, while trying to podcast.
Gunny, I love how entertaining we are. That guests found the time to go ahead and theorycraft and build a whole deck while we're having a meaningful conversation. But
I went through layers on this too.
Hold on. You know that does not mean that we are not entertaining, because Guest is one of the few people I know that can legitimately do 3 tasks at the same time. It is wild. Fair. I do not know how he does it, because I cannot. I am a focus. My wife tells me I have waffle brain, which means I have little boxes that I need to fill. I do one, then I do the next, then I do the next. I mean, it makes sense because I wrote a 27-page rule book. That's just how my brain works. Yes. But Guess, man, he can multitask like crazy. So I have full confidence that he was completely listening to what we were doing and doing this at the same time, also petting Taxi and reading chat.
What'd you say?
I said, and reading chat. Very funny. We got the joke. See, poor Gunny didn't get the joke. But, I'm with you. Gunny, it's all right. But I'm with you. No, listen.
One card I'm concerned with here is Morbius. I think Morbius could be something different.
What about Black Cat? Why you want to bring back Black Cat with Ghost Rider?
No, you want to discard Black Cat.
Because Black Cat, on any turn that it's drawn, you can either choose to play it as a 1/5, or if you have Colonel America, it's essentially giving +3 to the Colonel America lane.
Okay, all right.
And because you've got Ghost Rider in the deck, and you could potentially bring back 2 items easily by having Black Cat discard itself, and then Blade or Swordmaster discard a second thing, you can, on the final turn of the game, go Ghost Rider Grandmaster to bring back two cards, because the cards that would discard, with the exception of Spectrum, basically are almost guaranteed to not be on reveals, so it's going to bring back the Ghost Rider effect twice.
Right. Nope, I'm with you. Yeah, no, guys, try this out. This deck looks fun.
I just feel like you play something possibly different than Morbius, because I don't think it's getting the power you'd want.
Just look at this variant. Oh, my goodness. With the gold chain border. Oh, my gosh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did the same.
Yeah, I think Mobius is fine. I think Mobius is fine here. I like the Mercury Moonstone stuff. I do like the Grandmaster Ghost Rider, the Swordmaster only hitting these 3. No, it's pretty good, man. Pretty great. I think we should all try this out. I'll definitely try it out myself as well. Any other questions?
That's all. Now the comments. Yay.
Yes. Comments down below. Let us know how you guys feel about this list. And speaking of comments, we have some from last week's episode. So, kicking things off with, we have Colonial America was crazy. Ken is so funny. I can't unhear Colonial America now. This is great. All right. Ken, you inspired me to get to Infinite this month. Oh, there we go. See that? Because I got to watch you hit yours live. I never completed the grind before because I tried always to switch to fun decks once I hit 90. But I wanted to let you know you inspired me. Even did it with a homemade list. Sunspot. Look at that. There we go. Sunspot, Rocket Raccoon, Spider Ham, Titania, Shadow King, Black Swan, Kate, Rogue, Joe Costa, there you go, Warlock, She-Hulk, and Infinite. look at that, from 90 to infinite with this kind of homemade cook. Yes, that's great. That is good stuff. So shout out to Matt. Good job, Matt. I'm glad that you were able to get to infinite. Then we have Adrian saying, wow, huge exclusive details on the Golden Gauntlet. That's when we did mention the 25K gold and the 70 chains. Then we have, I think Zombie Mr. Fantastic would rather be played alongside Silver Surfer First Steps, Prodigy, and or Abs Man over Jocasta, because not only are you doubling down on the Horde boost, but also doubling or even tripling the activate, since it also copies the activate, just like how Mystique used to copy blobs on reveal when he had an ongoing effect. So if anything, it mixes a form of Mr. Sinister with a splash of Marvel Boy. Interesting. Mr. Zombie Met, fantastic. We got to try that out. And just in case anyone reads this, we are reading it. About Jocasta interaction, I run Invisible Woman, Prodigy, and Joe in a Joe deck. On the last turn, I had Joe already down, played Prodigy over the top with her to copy the ability, and then Invisible Woman next to him. Activate Joe, and it activates Prodigy, and it activates Invisible Woman, but Prodigy also activate Invisible Woman. So it played just like if you were playing the normal way with Invisible Woman and Prodigy. That's the Jocasta madness that you're talking about. Holy moly. That needs to be handled. Bring on Colonial America. I can never say that anymore. See now, okay, fine. Nope. I care about Frank. Oh, somebody actually cares about Frank. When we said Frankie Ray, nobody cares about him. Somebody said they care about Frankie Ray. In fact, she's a good substitute for Nimrod or Black Panther in an Armin Zola deck because of all the merge and buff cards, and she pairs well with Magic on turn 5. I don't understand. I think
what you're saying is they get they use Arnim Zola on Jocasta, which then not Jocasta, Frankie Ray, which doubles it, and then on turn 7, because I imagine they're using Magic, they play another turn. They play another 6-drop, and then it doubles again.
Does it really? I thought it only does it one time per game.
Oh, it does only do it right. No, are they new iterations? Maybe
one time.
Is it because she was Zola'd?
Yeah.
What happened? It's just one time, but it's because she was Zola'd, it'll go again?
I don't know.
This person clearly says it.
Talking about though.
Brian.
They are
Brian.
new cards.
So they will go again then. Ooh, Brian, I must try this now. We got to do this for science.
But that doesn't make any sense because the double would happen after Zola resolves. So the new cards would recognize the Zola.
Would it? Because it should. No, because Zola is the 6 cost, right? Frankie works with the 6 cost. So right. Frankie procs after Zola's played. Then Zola destroys it and put 2 other Frankies there. It won't know that Zola's there now because Zola came before it, not after it.
No, but
Zola came after it, not before it. Yeah, Zola came after those 2 cards. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but if Zola's on the, you've got Frankie on the board. You play the Arnim Zola. The animation Frankie that happens first is not the Frankie. It's the Zola.
Really?
Yeah, because the on-reveal action has to happen first, and then the post action has to happen second.
But I thought Frankie only double. No, Frankie doubles when a 6 card drops. So if you drop the Zola, Frankie drops. Frankie doubles, and then Zola destroys and put them 2 in other lanes. So no, I think it is Zola. I think Frankie doubles, then Zola activates. So
if that's the case, then that's a great play line for that, and that's something different that I haven't seen. But yes, I really don't think that that's the case, and we're going to ask our community to confirm that just because it's late and I'm going to go to sleep after this because I ain't figuring that out right now.
Yeah, but Frankie procking again after is where I want to know because it's new Frankies. Well, we'll find out.
Right.
Then we got Voss saying, I agree with the guests. I think maybe Conquest is living on borrowed time. Aside from the obvious infinite border and the variant you get for completing the track, the story isn't very appealing. There are 2 mystery variants and 350 credits, and the rest are all boosters, titles, etc. At one point, they at least had more credits, gold, and I think some more tokens. Oh, this is a lot here. Okay. So, they basically went into how the tournament mode is a great idea. WWE Mobile Games did some awesome things here. Very long comment broken down, which I like. Ooh. Boss, we'll go ahead and read that. What's the matter?
No, I just had a revelation of something that I wanted to open the podcast with and totally forgot about.
Well, now you can end it with it.
Okay, that works too. The fact that I'm honored to be able to say that I'm going to be giving away over 20,000 credits, several season passes, and copious amounts of PAX borders on Tuesday for the Seer and Snap birthday event.
Birthday event? Let's go.
Yeah. How many
credits?
20,000?
As of right now, I have 21,000 credits to distribute.
20,000.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's amazing.
You'd be like
a lot
Oprah.
of credits.
You'd be like, you get credits, you get credits,
Yes,
you get
facts.
PAX borders.
Yeah, and I'm still working on sponsors over the weekend as well, just to continue to get more to give away. But yeah, I got loads of PAX borders. I got some untapped codes to give away as well, and who knows what else by the end of the week. Needless to say,
what do people have to do to get those?
just go to Twitch. Just go to ItsGuestGaming on Twitch on Tuesday, and that's it. Just be there.
Amazing.
Just hang out. We'll be playing
Birthday
Snap
stream,
and grilling
fun
meat.
time.
And we're also watching you grill meat. You're gonna do the follow guest cam, right?
Oh, damn right I am.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
no,
that
I'll have.
guest
I'm doing the whole stream outside on the patio, and I'll have my remote mic on me, my lavalier mic. Bring the cams outside. I was looking at the setup of how I'm going to do it this time to make it a little easier for me versus last time, because last time I almost melted a phone. That was not.
That's
good.
not good.
No,
With
not,
your new
typically
cameras.
not. No. Not, I wouldn't put those anywhere fucking close to any of that. But I think I figured out a really easy setup. I think I did. I'll know Monday, but I'm not touching any of it because I got to set up all the Golden Gauntlet stuff tomorrow too. So
Yeah.
that's a whole day in and of itself.
Yeah, that's gonna
At
be fun.
least it's
Cannot
only
wait.
a day now. You're
Yeah.
not creating everything from scratch.
No, the original first one. That one took weeks, and then I set it up after that to get easier and easier and easier, progressively.
Okay.
So
All right. So before we end, we do have some type of confirmation here. White Wayne Brady, as someone who plays Nomura Frankie Zola decks, she does not double after being Zola'd. So if we do, but she
Okay.
does double when you do Zola, right? So, but after that, she won't double again. She only doubles after you play another 6 cost. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Brady, this is confusing. You say Nomura, okay. Zola deck, she doesn't double after being Zola'd. She only doubles after you play another 6 cost after she's already been Zola'd.
that's what they're saying. So
That's
that's
what
what
I
the
said.
comment was saying.
Yeah,
The
so they
comment
did
was
say
saying that
So
you
so it's
play the
confirmed.
Zola, Frankie goes off first, the copying, the destruction then happens, the 2 duplicates appear, then
you play another
turn
6
7
costs.
happens, you play
Yeah.
a different 6 cost card,
And
and
she
now
doubles
those
again.
2 individuals double another
Okay.
time.
So Brady has
That's what
confirmed
he's
that
saying.
is the case. That's amazing.
Interesting.
That is amazing. Yeah. Definitely got to try
I
it out.
figured it would work. I'm thinking about like Magic Gathering layer stacking. It goes in the
Yeah.
order cards were played.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. Thank you guys for that. All right. So the way we end things off is that simple. Golden Gauntlet this weekend, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and check it out over on the official Marvel Snap channels, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And then next week, Tuesday, It's Guest Gaming's birthday stream, snapping and searing. You get to see Taxi. You get to win some amazing things, as well as maybe, who knows, some wonderful surprise guests. So until next time, guys, enjoy. There you go. Enjoy. Keep playing some Snap. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.